Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Happiness. I'm so glad to be here today to film another sit-down video for my favorite subscriber. So my favorite subscriber, I'm going to insert it somewhere around this video. My favorite subscriber requested for OMUGWO Story. I can't believe that I'm a good storyteller. Funny enough, I talk a lot, but I don't know how to, say things like, tell a story about a film, about an incident. I don't know how to say it. And it's quite shocking that I can be saying something and people are enjoying it. I can't believe I could be doing that. So welcome back to my channel, and I hope you're all doing well. I'm also doing well with my children. Thank you for all the well wishes. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate it. And thank you for supporting me. If you're a new subscriber, I want to say thank you for clicking on this video. And please do not forget to click on the subscribe button. That's if you've not subscribed yet. For my old returning subscribers, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So without wasting your time, I want to dive into the OMUGWO story. I think I have to rotate this camera because I'm looking at this side and the camera lens is pointing at here. I'm supposed to be pointing at here and I'm not used to pointing at this side. Oh, what do I do? Okay, let me adjust and be looking at the lens here. I'm sorry if my attention go to this side. I'll try as much as possible to be looking at this place. So for my OMUGWO story, you all know that I was separated from my children's dad when I was pregnant. Sorry for all the movement. I'm in my children's school. I just dropped them in the school and I'm waiting to give somebody this fabric. So while waiting, I said, let me hurry up and do this video because I'm so busy. We are approaching end of the year in my office. So it's always busy, going out, coming back. And also when I get home, I'm always tired. And Saturday, Sunday, this is my new business that is giving me money. It's not giving me time to do anything. See, anything that will give me money, please call me. I'm very interested. Any business that will give me money apart from prostitution, but any legal business that will give me money, call me. Your baby girl will answer. So that's it. So that's why I said let me hurry up and do this OMUGWO Chronicle. So where do I begin? Okay, so you all know that we got separated during when I was pregnant, so I was basically alone and my mom was fighting for her life at the hospital. So OMUGWO I was kind of worried and everything. So I made plan with my sister. My sisters, meanwhile, they also have their own family and they have little children, and I don't play with my niece and my nephew. So I had arrangement with them. So I have three sisters. Two of them are married while one is yet to be married. So two that are married had children, like not one, not two, plenty children, and they are all below, as of that time they were all below 14 years. So leaving them alone and come and stay with me is a no. I won't even encourage that because I know I will not do it. So the plan was one of my sisters will come and stay as soon as we're planning, like by the grace of God everything goes smoothly, that I wouldn't have any complication during child delivery. So we planned that one of them will come immediately I put to bed at the hospital, and from the hospital we go home, you understand, while the other one will come like 1 week or 2 weeks after one, so you understand. So that was the plan. So trust me, now I always like planning ahead. I've already bought things. I've stocked up the house with food stuff. I was like hunger because in my first child it was now that I realized what happened. Actually, it was postpartum depression that was disturbing me that period, and I was real starving. I could not eat all the things that I had. I could not eat it, and coupled with all the problem that was happening then, I was really not happy. I was sad. You understand? So in this one, you know, trust your baby girl. I've already made up my mind that, whoa, life goes on. It has happened. It has happened. Let us continue our life. So I was like, what happened in the first one will not happen in the second one. I stock up the house with varieties of food so as to have choice. In case if this one, I'm sorry about the children noise. I'm sorry about all the background noises. So I've stocked up the house. Like, in case if this one did not, I don't have appetite for this one, I must have appetite for something. So I've stocked up the house. While going to the hospital, I stock up my bag with cookies. There's one cookies that I saw on Instagram, so I bought a lot and I stock up. I like, hunger affliction will not happen to me the second time. Funny enough, the hospital give food. They give food 3 times a day in the hospital. They will even come and ask you what you want to eat. But in case, before they will come and be asking me, I want to be eating, I said, to hell with getting back to shape. I beg, who shape help? I don't care anymore. I just want to be eating back to back. So I went to the hospital and I put to bed. My sister came. Thank God I was strong. Thank God that I was strong to be able to do all those things. Before leaving the hospital, in short, 2 days, that 1 week that I was at home, I was cooking every day, different kind of food and store it in the freezer. If you see me, when my sister came to the hospital, when she saw my hospital bag, she was like, are you going for vacation? My hospital bag was very, very big with different kind of things, clothes, my baby clothes, my own food, beverages. My sister, if I still remember what my sister said, she's like, other people they go hospital to go stay 1 day. You prepare to go and stay for 1 week. Go sleep in the hospital now. She didn't know that I was just, you know, my mom was not there and I didn't want to inconvenience anybody. So I was like, whoa, let me get myself ready. I don't want to, because I'm sending you to go and buy something. You're coming back. Let me get everything and come to the hospital. And after the hospital, when we got home, I'm going to insert the first picture we took at home with my baby, with my daughter and my son. It was back-to-back enjoyment. It was back-to-back rest. I rested. Oh my God. I said, when I was leaving for the hospital, I said, if I come back from the hospital, that was why, if you remember in my delivery birth story, I said we stayed at the hospital. I put to bed on Thursday. We were discharged on Friday, but I stayed till Saturday. The reason why I stayed that Saturday was, I said anything that will make me climb up, because we were staying at the first floor of my former apartment, and anything that will make me climb up, I will not come down till 1 month. That's what I gave myself. I will not come down till 1 month. And guess what? I did not come back till 6 weeks. 1 month and 2 weeks. My coming down from upstairs to downstairs was when I was taking my child for 6 weeks immunization. Yes, I was stressed during my first child, OMUGWO. I was stressed. I don't wish my enemy. Postpartum depression. I experienced it. And it was hell. I was crying every day. I was sad. Mom will come and ask me, what do you want? I was like, I don't know. I said, I don't know. My mommy, she couldn't, my mommy too, you remember our mothers, they don't know what is postpartum depression. My mommy did not really understand what was happening. But she didn't know inside the room, I was being triggered. Yes, inside the room, I was being triggered. And I was scared of, you know, telling my mom what I was going through, because I didn't want her to, like, she came from OMUGWO. She even experienced some of it. Yes, she experienced some of the triggers. You understand? So she will come and ask me, do you want pepper soup? I'm like, no, I don't want. I was crying. I was worked out. I was giving the impression that, you're not supposed to rest, oh. You're supposed to be cleaning, mopping, so that the child will not have dust. The child will not do this. Did my child fall sick? Hey, she fell sick. Despite all the cleaning every day, I was made to be mopping the house every day. When one of my ex best friend wife came to my house and we're just relating, I was not telling her how I'm mopping the house every day. She was like, why? I said, that's what they told me, that I should be mopping the house so that my daughter will not have dust and everything. She said I should not. That I should not stress myself. My mom told me that this is my house. Because when I was in mom, like, what kind of wahala is this one? I was trying to please the unpleasables. Mom, you're like, this is your house. Don't kill yourself with job. That you don't finish all these things does not mean you will not start. I should do the one I can do and go and sleep. I was like, no, they said that dust should not affect my daughter, so I have to be mopping the house. You need to see my waist of my first child, Omugwo. My waist was on fire. Where I was mopping, cleaning, dusting. In a nutshell, in this second one, I said I am not doing anything. And because of all those stress I was going through, I was not lactating. Yes, part of all this things made me not to lactate because I was stressed. I was stressed. I was stressed. Couple weeks, I did not have support, good support. So I was not lactating. And that, now, you know, imagine the first time you were not lactating. It will not add more stress to my life. So this second one, I said, just enter. My sister was around, my cousin was around. I had my sister, two of my sisters in short. Two of my sisters, my cousin was around. I just went into the room. My own is, I'll wake up. I thought that they should not even cook for me. I'll cook because I like cooking. I like making my own food. It should not cook for me. I will cook whatever I want to eat so that nobody will say I'm stressing him or her. I just enter the room. I wake up in the morning with my child. I hand over my baby to my other sister. She'll bathe my baby. I'll enter the kitchen. I bathe myself. I don't like all those standing naked and somebody's pressing. I beg, even when my first child, my mom only did it for like 2 days. I told my mom she don't bother anymore. I told her, like, why will I be standing naked? I said, why will be pressing my body? I beg. I wasn't like, there's nothing wrong with that, but for me, I didn't like it. So my sister was like, she should bathe myself. I beg, don't worry, I'll do it myself. So I bathe myself. I give my child to my sister. I bathe myself, come out, I'll go to the kitchen. I'll look for what I feel. It is why I'm even bathing myself that I'm thinking, what will I eat? That's when I'll start calculating what will I eat for that morning. I'll come back, I'll go into the kitchen, I'll make my food, I'll come into the parlor. The only thing I regretted not doing was we didn't have like 247. That's the only part of my preparation that I did not do. So we're just, you know, we're not on the gen all the time. We're only on the gen at night. I wish I had planned more on that side. So the light aspect was, anytime I remember, I'm like, if it's now that there's 247 light in my house, I will have made that provision. Then, so if there's light, I'll come into the parlor. I'll sit down with my baby. I bought a breastfeeding pillow. I'll relax with a stool. I had a stool. If I was naive, then I was a YouTuber, I would have made all these videos. I have a stool. They'll bring it for me. I'll put my leg. My daughter was going to crash. I said my daughter will not stay at home. Instead of my daughter to stress me, I will pay for that crash. Let her be going to crash. So as they are betting my son, they are betting now, you know, toddlers now. It's not as if she was like, as you arrange it, she's catching everywhere. I said, that was what she was. But remember, she was just 2 years. So in the morning, 9 o'clock, she's off to crash. I'll come back by 6. And I'm at home full time. I'm like, no way. I beg. I avoided anything that would stress me. I avoided it. She'll go to crash and I'll stay at home. I'll relax. I'll put my leg. All I was doing was breastfeeding my baby. Me that they said I could not lactate in my first child. I did exclusive breastfeeding for my second child for 6 months. I'll put his picture. You see my baby. And the first one, I was not lactating. My first daughter stopped breastfeeding at 4 months because I was not lactating. And all thanks to the stress I was going through. So this second one, I said, no, I was not going to go through any stress. Please, if you're hearing any drumming, I'm in my children's school and they are doing the assembly, please. So I was lactating, breastfeeding my child. So what I was doing was wake up, eat, take my bath, give my child to my sister, bathe my sister will bathe my child. My baby cousin was there to handle maybe the baby clothes and all those things to wash. That one is not hard. And I go to bed. I sleep, wake up, breastfeed, eat, sleep. If you see me, that's why I was fat. That's why I was robust. So these are all the things that I did. And my OMUGWO was so sweet, peaceful. Nobody was ordering me around. Nobody was telling me clean the mopping of house. I did not mop. Even my cousin, I told my cousin, I beg. It was just once in a week. That was when we mop the house. We did not mop. And guess what? My son did not fall sick till 1 year and 6 months. He did not had any atom of infection. But my daughter time, Moby, my daughter were always going to the hospital, in and out. It was later on that my boss at my office now asked me that, what are you doing at home? Are you mopping the house all the time? I said, yes. He said, I should stop it, that she need that dust. That it is that dust. Because I remember the first time I brought my daughter out, when she was 4 months, I brought her out we went to my office. From my office, we were going to somewhere. So I brought her to my office. From there, we went to my brother's house or something like that. That first encounter, we landed at the hospital and we spent 1 week at the hospital. So any little thing like this, my daughter will just get infected. Any little thing, she will just get infected. So then my boss was not telling me that it is all those cleaning of things, that she need that dust. It's because of all those things I'm doing for her. That is why when she gets exposed to things that she's not used to, she will now fall sick. So that thing was in my head. In my second child, I am not cleaning anywhere. I'm cleaning our house once. Not that our house was dusty, but I was not that morning, afternoon, and night. I beg. I did not come to suffer. Now begin I born, I don't keep a seat. Oh my God, have mercy. So that was it. I was at home for 6 weeks. I didn't come down. My coming down was to come down, take my child for immunization, and I went up. Our next outing was when I said I'm not going to wait till 3 months. I waited for my daughter. After the first immunization, I started planning for his baptism. We are Catholics, so before you take your child out, you have to at least baptize that child and present him to God. But the most important one is baptizing of the child. So ASAP, I arranged to baptize my son. I think 2 months, or he was in. I don't even think he was up to 2 months. Let's just say 2 months. I got him baptized because I was preparing for Dirty December. I think that year was Dirty December because I remember after the Dirty December was COVID the next year. So I was preparing for Dirty December, and after I got my son baptized, it was back-to-back outing. Back-to-back outing. I was not going to stay at home and allow depression kill my enemy. No way. My sisters, everywhere they were going to, I was even the one arranging. My brother was like, be careful, you have a baby. I said, forget it. I stayed at home with my daughter for 4 months. When I brought her out, sickness up and down. So this one, I'm not going to cage him at home. We are going to be going out. We went to the beach. My baby was not up to 3 months. We went to the beach. We went to the park. We went to a lot of places. I went to my brother's house. Stayed. And that's how I was going to my siblings' house one by one. I don't call it them. But we come. They say, come. I pack my load. Disappear. Oh my God, it was fun. I really enjoyed myself. That anytime I remember my son's OMUGWO, I feel like, oh my God, I wish I have another baby. I'm sorry, I'm sweating. I wish I have another baby, but the economy is not economy. So it was fun. In nutshell, what I'm trying to say is, please, whatever happened, it has happened, it has happened. Life goes on. You cannot come and kill yourself. See, it is not the end of the world. I know, yes, people were like, oh God, she's single, her husband left her. Who cares? I don't care. See, it is one life. We don't have two. So enjoy the life. I always tell people, na person wey die na lose. If you die, you lose. If you die at a young age, which is not natural death, there are there are people that are destined, you understand? If it's not natural death, and you allow anything or anybody to cut your life short because you want to please human being, at your own risk. As for me, the errand of pleasing people died in 2018. From 2019 till now, is pleasing myself. Whatever I'm doing is to please myself. If I don't please myself, if I'm not satisfied with whatever I'm doing, I don't care about anybody. After me, then my children, then any other person can be added to it. So that's the story of my OMUGWO. For those of you that will not understand, OMUGWO is an Igbo word used in Nigeria when a woman put to bed, a mother will come to assist her, take care of her, take care of the baby. So in Igbo, we call it OMUGWO. For those of you that are not Igbo, we call it OMUGWO. Or I'll put the spelling on this so that you can Google it. So, and again, remember I said my mom came. My mom came and stayed for 2 weeks. So it was fun. So when I finished bathing, I think when my first sister left, my mom came. No, my first sister left. She stayed for like 1 week plus, or like 10 days, or almost 2 weeks. She left. My other sister came and stayed for 1 week and left. Then my mom came and stayed for 2 weeks. So when my mom now came, basically I was the one now bathing my son. I've learned how to bathe him. And my son was just peaceful. He wasn't, God, my son was a sweet baby. His own is just breastfeeding and put it to bed. When he wake up, put him on breast. And I was ready to breastfeed because I have prepared everything around me to make my breastfeeding journey very smooth. So when my mom came, I just finished bathing my baby. I'll just carry the baby and give to my mom. My mom will carry baby while me I go and relax. While me I go and relax, I will put a picture even while they are sleeping. I make sure the both of them sleep together. Because my son now became clingy, thinking that he must sleep beside somebody. So if sometimes I want to sleep alone, my mommy is just sleeping, I'll just carry my baby and put it by their side, and I'll just vamoose. That last born syndrome, it replayed in my life. I really utilized my last born, as in the last girl. I really utilized it. Then when my mom came, one of my immediate other sister Nan came. My mom stayed for 2 weeks and went back because she remember she was not strong, so she wanted to go. And when my mom came with a lot of goodies. She came with 3 live chicken. If you see this chicken, well, I don't know what my mom was thinking. I don't know what she was thinking. The chicken were very big. She came with orishi, so it was back to back pepper soup. So when my mom stayed for 2 weeks, as usual, I'm sweating. All these people you are seeing around me, their parents also, they are waiting for the assembly. After the assembly, they'll go inside. So when my mom now left, my other sister now stayed for like 1 month. So just imagine, I had people around me. First one came 2 weeks, 1 week, my mom 2 weeks, another one 1 month. So just imagine, back to back. And I had my cousin with me. So it was restful. It was really, really restful, sweet, interesting compared to postpartum depression. You and who from where vanished from my life. You and who, see, this postpartum depression is because women are stressed or women are not happy. That's when that depression will come in. If you are happy and you're doing things the way you want, depression will vanish. I did not see any sign of depression because as my sister was leaving, I was going from one house to another. I carried my son. I was traveling. I was traveling. My sibling, Aisha, I was traveling. If I stay in your house 1 week, I'll come back, I'll rest, I'll go to another person's house, I'll come back, I'll rest, I'll go to another person's house till I resumed from maternity leave. I resumed, and the traveling did not stop because I now had a car. I now became mobile. Just imagine, I was not mobile and I was traveling. Now imagine when I was mobile, it now multiple 2 times 10 of my waka waka. So that's that for my OMUGWO series. It's experience. It was interesting, and thank God for his provision because everything was basically done by me. My ex left and refused to take responsibility of his children, which is what we've been dragging in court, and that was part of what delayed our divorce procedure, because I've already said the marriage should be ended, but he refused to be up and doing to his children responsibility. So I thank God for his provision. I thank God for my family. My family were there to support me in any way I could. When I was down, they were there. Sometimes, I'm not this demanding time. I hardly demand, but anytime I demand, they were always there to support and be with me. So that's it. And most especially, that's why I see all glory to God, because I don't know how God was multiplying my income. I don't know how it was happening. If I tell you how much I was earning there and the kind of expenses I was doing, you'll be wondering maybe I was earning millions. I wasn't earning millions. I don't know. God kept multiplying my incomes. He was always coming for me. Anytime I go to my account, there's money there. I don't know how he was doing it. Plus, then gifts. People were also giving me gifts. Like when I put to bed, people were also sending me cash and all those things. Remember, people did not know that I was divorced. When they learned, they were like, why didn't I tell them? I'm like, I'll tell you how my friends reacted to my divorce. Watch out for that story. You will be shocked. You will be shocked on how they reacted to my divorce, on how they reacted. So that's that. And do I have any other thing to say? I don't think I have any other thing to say than to say Thank you for your support. Thank you for sitting down and listening to all these my boring stories. I never knew that my stories could be of interest to anybody. I would just say, let me just put it there for document, for record purpose or for future purpose. But I never knew it would be of interest to people. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. Please, also, if you've not subscribed yet, please don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate, and also like, comment and share if it's possible. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. I love you all. Thank you.